Good morning and welcome to the start of something new. This is where I'm going to be bringing you along for the journey, for the ride, obviously what I get up to in a day, but most importantly, not every day is going to be absolutely cruisy. Not every day is going to be perfect, but sometimes it's just about showing up, having a bit of fun, and this is exactly what we're going to be doing. I'm not going to lie, I was going to wake up, film a nice little morning routine, getting out of bed, but let's be honest, it's not realistic, but I am going to bless you with a nice little candle. Still got this one from Christmas, chocolate, hot chocolate flavor. Absolutely perfect. What I did do actually this morning, because we are starting this vlog a little bit later, we were on the steps as we were doing some work this morning. Honestly, an absolute game changer. If you are someone that is sitting down for work and just not moving enough throughout the day, getting something like a little walking pad is gonna absolutely save you throughout the day. And this one's nothing fancy, it's just one that I bought off Amazon, literally like about $100, and it works perfectly, especially with the work setup. So I definitely can't complain with this one. And while I've got you here, I must say the little work fridge is looking a bit bare. Of course, we've got all the zero sugar drinks. These are my absolute favorite right now. We've got the Oxy Shred. This flavor is absolutely bomb. Honestly, Lychee Burst, if you haven't tried this, I definitely recommend, because for the mornings, it definitely helps, especially if you're not a big fan of coffee. We always stay caffeinated around here. Doesn't matter what we're doing, caffeine is number one. Now, step one, because we have done our steps for the morning, we've started well, we've done some productive things. We're now gonna make some brekkie. Now, brekkie does change quite often, but right now I'm in my overnight Weet-Bix era. And for all my American people out there, it's honestly just like shredded wheat, if I could explain that in any other way. I've got one in the fridge already ready to go, but I am going to show you how I make it from scratch, just so you guys can have that one too. This is what we are dealing with. Absolute masterpiece, if I must say. You could do this with Weet-Bix, you could do it with oats, literally whatever you want, but the consistency is just ridiculously good. The only issue is looking for a bowl, because I can never find one. Let's go with this one here. If you are not a lover of cinnamon, or if you're not a fan of cinnamon, I'm sorry guys, but you just got to get it together. It's probably the number one thing that I have in the house at all times, because this just makes everything taste better. It's almost like salt and pepper. You can't make a recipe without salt and pepper. I mean, you probably can, but it just won't taste as good, if I'm being honest. A little bit of yogurt. Everyone is absolutely on the Chobani crave right now, and Chobani yogurt is absolutely bomb, but this one right here, especially if you are in Australia, Farmers Union, honestly, it's like a liquid gold. What's the word that I'm looking for? It's like more silky, more smooth. Like there's no little grainy bits. Like it's not as sour. Honestly, just overall the consistency is absolutely spot on. So I will be using this one. Number one, 180 grams of Greek yogurt. Then we're gonna hit it with a scoop of protein powder, which is usually about 30 to 35 grams. Make sure we get all of that in there. Protein powder. This one is from EHP Labs. It is honestly one of my favorites. Again, I think protein powder and brands honestly just comes down to personal preference, in my opinion. This is just one that works well for me. It mixes well with the food. It digests really well for myself as well. But now we're gonna give that a little mix, make sure everything is combined. But this is pretty much what my morning will look like, to be honest. Always better off the spoon like that. We're gonna hit it with some good old Weet-Bix. We're gonna use 3 of these. So we're just gonna crush this in. The key is a lot of people make overnight Weet-Bix. All they simply do is they put it at the bottom, let it soak in, which I think is a great recipe in itself. But I've started doing this recently and I've honestly never had better overnight Weet-Bix in my life. Now you wanna mix that in, get everything combined, so there's no sort of, I guess you'd say, Weet-Bix showing. It will just be combined with the yogurt, with the protein powder. Like I said, this is a simple recipe. It doesn't take long, maybe 5 minutes to literally put together. Ingredient number 2, 3, 4, somewhere there. We're gonna go with some blueberries, about 100 grams. You can use frozen or fresh. I find the frozen ones a little bit better, just because once it does sit in the fridge for a little bit, they will naturally go soft, let out some juices as well, which is what we want. So cinnamon goes on top. Be generous. I'm gonna be very generous with my cinnamon because it is absolutely bomb. Then the key ingredient, which in my opinion just ties everything together, sugar-free Queen's maple syrup. Honestly, absolute game changer. We're just gonna drizzle the top, nothing too crazy. You don't want it to be too liquidy. Let this set in the fridge overnight, or at least for a couple of hours. This whole meal, 451 calories with 61 grams of protein, which is absolutely bomb to start the day. And just like that, it is time to enjoy some delicious breakfast that we well and truly deserve, because we've got a sort of busy day, nothing too crazy. Usually midweek is a sort of chill day. It's more so planning for the week ahead, making sure clients are up and running, making sure that sort of any tasks are done for the week ahead and the next few days, because I like to, you know, keep my weekends free, I guess you could say. More so just gives me time to do my own meal prep, obviously make sure I'm staying on plan as well for myself, but still showing up for everyone, most importantly. Such a good meal. And after this, because as you can see, my hair is going absolutely crazy. I am trying to grow it out at the moment. I don't know, I've had every single hairstyle possible that I can imagine, but I'm just going for that little slick back look. And you know, it is growing out, it is looking a little bit crazy. The beard definitely does need a trim as well. So after breakfast, we're gonna do a little bit of grooming, because even us guys need to do it. And that is the truth. We need to do our routine, whether it's a little bit of grooming, whether that's doing a little bit of skincare. As much as we don't want to admit it, it's the truth. We still want to look good. We still want to feel good. And hey, sometimes it just takes a little bit of patience. And then after we do get tidied up, cleaned up a little bit, we're feeling a little bit better, feeling a little bit fresh, which is what we want. Then we will be hitting the shops. Now, will I be going to the shops every single vlog? Probably not. It just happens to be that time of the week and that time of the month where it was my uncle's birthday the other day, not yesterday, the day before. And what we are doing, we're just having a little family gathering on the weekend, most likely a barbecue or something like that. But because it is a birthday, we need to go find a good present. I feel like some people really struggle with buying presents just because they might know the person, but sometimes when that person has absolutely everything, it's so hard to buy them gifts. So sometimes the small things matter most. My uncle is a Liverpool supporter. For those that follow soccer or football, whichever one you want to call it, it's fine. So that makes it a little bit easier. He does love a good coffee. We can always get him some things for that. He's getting a new outdoor kitchen, so we can always get him some stuff for the barbecue maybe. So there's options. Now it's just a matter of finding what I think he'll like. So we'll see. I'm gonna go finish this breakfast. So I stop waving my spoon around, and I'll see you as I start doing my grooming, because this beard needs a good trim. Now this is where the magic starts to happen. As you can see, we've got to tidy up quite a bit. The hair is, as I said, pretty messy at the moment. It's definitely not the tightest it's been, but this beard needs sorting out before we absolutely go anywhere, because honestly, I don't like looking scruffy. So this is #1 priority. And for all my guys out there, there are 3 essential things that you will always need. #1 is a decent sort of trimmer, shaver, whatever you want to call it, to go over everything. Then you want a good sort of blade that you can use to get those fine edges. Honestly, this has changed the game for me. And #3 is a good foil shaver. This will honestly just get down to the skin sort of thing if you want that sharp extra look. Again, this is just what works for me, so it might not work for you, but hey, if you want to copy me and, you know, look pretty good, I would say this is the way to go. Am I a barber? Do I know how to do this 100% properly? Nope, but I've learned and I do a good enough job, so I'll take it. I need to get myself one of those Amazon things. I've seen it so many times, I've never invested in it, but I really think that I should. It clips onto your shirt and then it sticks onto the mirror. So when you do shave, it just falls into that, I guess you'd say, thing that catches all the hair. Because right now it's all in the sink and sometimes it is a little bit harder to clean, but we got to get it clean nonetheless. But if anyone knows what I'm talking about, either message me or link it down below, because I definitely need to get myself one. Now we're ready. The hair just isn't hairing. We tried to style it, we tried to make it, but you can never go wrong with a trusty cap, because it makes everything so much easier. The shit show supervisor is what it says, because in the good and the bad moments, we're always staying on top. So we're ready to rock and roll. Let's go look for this present, because I've got no idea what we're gonna get, but hopefully it's something good. This is gonna be fun because I get to take you guys along for the ride, and you guys can just see how indecisive I am. I think if there was one person that was more indecisive than me, I don't think they exist, because I am that person. Ooh, and you get to meet the dog. You get to meet the dog. Everyone's looking out for the dog. You want to be on the vlog too? You want to be on the vlog too? Yeah, you do. Head scratchies. We all love some good head scratchies, don't we? All right, now we're off to get to some business. We're off to buy some things. Do I still know what those things are? Absolutely not, but we shall find that out together, and the sun is absolutely beaming. We are well and truly ready to rock and roll, but I'm thinking of changing the white cap over. Now, I'm not too sure. I'm just not really feeling the grey one. As you can see, the hair is an absolute mess, but I feel like the white maybe goes a little bit better. I honestly just should have worn a singlet how hot it is, but we will definitely be doing that when we get home. We've got to be a little bit quick at the shop, so there's no time to dance around, which isn't good for my indecisive brain. But the reason is we have a new client starting up, which is absolutely epic, and I can't wait. He's got his starting plans ready, everything is ready to go, and we've just got a simple call booked in for 11:30. Just pretty much an onboarding call, make sure everything is smooth sailing, set up, answer any questions that he might have to get started with, which I think is super important, because I think just having that call with a starting client makes it so much easier, not only for myself as a coach to understand them a whole lot better, but just have that, I guess you'd say, chat with them. Obviously make sure we align on the same page with their goals, make sure they know sort of what the goal is in terms of expectations, and I think it just sends out a good sort of starting point for them to start with and building that sort of relationship, which I think is super important. So that is what we have at 11:30, which is about an hour and a half away. So for my indecisiveness, an hour and a half, we might be cutting it fine. So we're gonna have to move pretty fast here. We always want to get a good present. We don't want to be boring out here. We want something nice and interesting. But I think something to do with the outdoor kitchen / barbecue will be pretty good. I think you can't complain about that. I think if you get like a Liverpool top or something to do with sport or soccer, I think, you know, obviously you wear it here and there, but are you really going to wear it that much? Maybe not. To my uncle, if you are watching this, look, I could just get you both. I think then I could kill two birds with one stone. I get the shirt, I get some things for the barbecue, and happy days. So that is always an option, but we'll see how we go. All right, so we're in the store now. I think I've decided what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for a sports top, which is probably going to be the Liverpool top. And then from there, I think we're still going to get some barbecue stuff, because why not? This green one isn't bad, but I think I want the classic red. They do have the classic red. I feel like a large will be too small, no offense, but looks a bit tight. But then the XL might be too big. I'm just going to go with the XL and keep the receipt. So if he wants something else, he can absolutely grab it. If we do get anything else, it'd probably just be for the barbecue, because he's getting an outdoor kitchen. So let's go there next. I actually need to get my partner some face wash, which I think I can find here. Okay, side quest, we're making a trip. This is one that we both use, so technically it's for me too, but we have to find it first. Side quest was not complete. The first shop didn't have the cleanser, but before we go looking for the barbecue stuff, I am going to go to another shop where I know the cleanser is 100%, so we'll get that out of the way first, because I know she said that she did want it, and now that I'm here, I might as well just get it anyway, because we both use that cleanser, so that is step number one. And lucky I remembered, because she did remind me about 3 or 4 times, so it's good that I remembered, because that's extra brownie points as always. Okay, well, to update you guys on how we went in the second half of that shop, definitely was not successful, but the best part is we have still got one gift. It is damn hot. I need to get in a singlet ASAP. We got the Liverpool top, which was the #1 priority. Of course, we got that in red, which you can't go wrong with. Then our little side quest, which was well needed for some extra brownie points, because we always take those. We got 2 cleansers. Now, one of them is the right one of them is an extra bonus added one. So, I mean, 2 is better than 1, right? So we can't go wrong there. And then the third thing we wanted to get was something for the barbecue, or something, even a cocktail making kit. And honestly, I went to 3 shops. All 3, I was pretty disappointed, to be honest. Nothing that I really liked. But now we're going home, because the meeting is in 20 minutes. Luckily, we're only around the corner. And then I'm going to take you along for a ride making some lunch. We're obviously going to make something delicious, high protein. Honestly, the rest of my day is going to look sort of, I guess you'd say, more recovery-wise. I'm going to hit the sauna, I'm going to do a bit of foam rolling, a bit of stretching, and then other than that, it's more so just getting dinner ready, getting sorted for the rest of the night, I guess you could say, and getting ready for tomorrow. Well, we are back now. Honestly, the call was absolutely awesome. I absolutely love going through that, and you're probably thinking, Steph, new shirt, hair's all over the place, what's going on? After the call, I did jump in the shower. Honestly, it is super hot today, like I mentioned. So we're leaving the hair nice and messy. It's still probably a bit wet. Got a fresh pair of clothes on. In saying that, I am insanely hungry right now. So let's go and make some lunch, because we are hungry. Do I know what I'm making? Sort of, but let's see what happens. And just like pretty much every single meal that I make, it's going to be very simple, a good amount of protein and minimal effort, because we don't like to cook all the time. So where are we going to start? Let's start with some Turkish rolls, because they're absolutely bomb. a bit of pre-cooked chicken for some protein, which is always nice. This one is honestly absolutely bomb. The calories to protein ratio are really good as well. Then we've got some jalapenos. Honestly, guys, when it comes to making food, I'm like a little kid. I feel like I'm preparing for Christmas. It's like I got some new toys. So I probably should have used a bread knife. That probably would have been the best thing to do, but this will work too. We're gonna add some Kewpie, just like so. That's only 5 grams, so we can do the same on the other one. Now we're gonna add in the chicken pre-cooked because it makes everything so much easier. But pretty much we're gonna use the rest of this. I'm just trying to get it out as neatly as possible. A bit of protein cheese because you can never go wrong. And hey, if you make a bit of mess, that's okay too. I love a bit of spice and I love some jalapenos. So we're gonna add this on like so. Of course, I'm being pretty generous with these. Do your best attempt to pick this up. Into the air fryer we go. And I'll see you when it's done. And just like that, lunch is served. I mean, guys, come on. Make sure to slice this one. That sound never gets old, ever. Bomb.com. All right, well, I'm gonna eat away. You guys, if you wanna enjoy the first bite, and then we'll move on to the next. A bit of side salad for the crunch. Once I demolish this, of course, we're gonna do the dishes. We're gonna keep things clean around here. But then we are most likely gonna hit the sauna. And that will sort of be the end, I guess you'd say, of this vlog. I know it has been probably a bit of a longer one. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I just wanted to be myself. I wanted to show you what I get up to on mainly a little bit of a cruisy, chill day. But once I finish this, I will show you my sauna setup and what I'm gonna do next. And if you are still watching this, thank you. Lunch is done. Now, it's time to preheat the sauna. This is my current little setup outside. It's not finished yet, but it's getting there and we're liking it. So we've got the sauna set up right here with the little one. There you go. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? 2 people can fit in here. It makes it so much easier. We're gonna preheat this one. I usually put it around 60 degrees, nothing too crazy, and that is Celsius, not Fahrenheit. So you do put it around 60 degrees, gets nice and warm in there. I usually only do about half an hour. I found that if I go over half an hour, I definitely can do it, but my body just, I don't know why, it just shuts down like absolute crazy. So we're sticking to 20 to 30 minutes, which just works great for me. We're gonna get in the sauna, and then after that, we are just gonna chill and take it easy for the rest of the day. Maybe chuck on some Netflix, do something cruisy. But the rest of the day is gonna be a nice and relaxing one. Recovery day is like that. But other than that, guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next one.